The worst thing you can do is gather the wrong data or gather correct data that then points you in the completely wrong direction. You want to make sure that you're starting through this with a methodical approach and with a goal in mind to make sure that you do things the right way and you use data correctly to help make the right decisions for your users. So when we talk about using data to influence design, there's a few key principles and kind of process things to keep in mind. The first being to start with that problem. What are the things that you are trying to focus on? What are the things that you think are wrong with your website? Again, we may find data that completely contradicts it, that says, hey, that actually isn't a problem. This is the problem instead. Let's focus here. But we want to start with identifying what are the things that we really want to focus on. We want to focus on content. We want to focus on understanding user needs. Let's talk about that. Let's decide what are the things that are the most important. So we have a goal in mind getting started. Having that goal will help us to decide what is the right data to gather. If we're need to focus on the needs of users and we need to focus on understanding what it is that they need out of the website, we're probably going to put a lot of focus on user research, talking to users, sending out surveys, really getting their approach to things and really deeply understanding that. Whereas if we think that the site navigation isn't great, we might focus a little bit more of our time on understanding that navigation, understanding where people are clicking on the page using heat maps or where people are going from page to page using Google Analytics, and combine that with our user research to really make sure we have a full understanding of what those problems are. We want to make sure that we understand our users first things first. User research is always a good idea if you're able to do it. It's a lot of effort and it can be difficult to wrangle people and to talk to them, but user research is incredibly valuable. It gives us the why behind the data. While the data can tell us definitively these are the pages people are going to, it can't tell us why they're going there. So having an understanding of that user perspective, understanding what it is that they're trying to get out of the website, where they're running into things, where they're seeing success, can always help you to make sure that that user experience is best. We want to make sure that any recommendations that you're putting forward, any changes that you're trying to implement on the site, as much as possible that we can tie them back to a piece of data.